Hey guys, it's Gadget, and today is 9/27/2016, and we had something interesting happening in the neighborhood this morning. It had started raining early this morning, and I thought it was thunder until I heard the helicopters. It seems that on the block that we were supposed to get a house years ago, there seemed to be an alleged drug lab, then it exploded, and it injured and killed a fireman, Captain Batoon. I don't know the whole story. I'm just reading it on the news right now and everything. But it's been going on all day. The helicopters have finally left now, and it's been one of those crazy days and crazy weeks. Like I said, yep, that dingus agreed with me. And I know I look a little silly with my hair like this and everything, but it's still wet, and my eyebrows are still messed up. But But today I wanted to talk to you guys about really nothing sad, just to update you on what's been going on in the area. Then I'm trying to work on seeing how I can vlog during the week. But like I said, with my job, having my hand like this, walking with a cane, all the other stuff, I have to figure out how I can maneuver things and stuff. Because I mean, I would love for you guys to see how it looks around here and everything on a daily basis. But I live in like I said, the worst, craziest areas where you have a phone out or anything, they're just gonna go snatch. They're gonna do whatever, or the things are gonna explode, like that house did on West 234th and Tibbet. And that's like in the section of like it's sort of under Riverdale and near Kingsbridge. They call it the Kingsbridge section, but it's really like you're on the Riverdale side basically. Riverdale's a little more up the hill, but it's basically where we're gonna get the house. And yeah, those are things that happened in my life growing up. But that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Like, guys, okay. I know you hear a lot of drama with me when you watch the My Life series and everything on how I grew up in a household and how I did this and how I did that and everything. If you watch all the videos and how I'm unlucky in love and all the other things and thought I found it, blah, blah, blah. There's a couple of main things that I really, why is it everyone wants to tweet me now and talk to me, when I have to do these things? And that is like my life. That's why it's rare I get to do these because, like I said, my family does not believe in vlogging, does not believe in putting anything out there. They think they know everything. They don't realize that they haven't caught up with the times, basically. They think they know everything. And they start accusing me, saying that I'm always this, this, and this, that I don't know what I'm talking about. Normal people don't do this, all this. They're stuck in their own world, and I have to put up with that. I have to put up with that for now going to be 40 years. All right? Because they refuse to change with the times. Uh oh. I don't know if you can hear it through my fan, but there's another helicopter, so they must be doing the evening news soon. All right, to get some preliminaries of the nighttime overhead and everything, because there's no more house over there, right there. But I thought it was thunder and lightning, and found out it actually was the explosion. You could hear it up here, and we're blocks away. That was like when the high school John F. Kennedy had the lab explosion and everything. Same thing. We heard it up here, and we hear the helicopters, everything and stuff. So yeah, and shadows behind me trying to get at things. That's why if you see the curtain move or anything like that. So back to what I was talking about. Now, like I said, I do Halloween for the kids around here. And I have to go get candy, decorations, or anything. But if you guys want to help out or anything, if you do watch this, I know little people do watch this, you could send to my P.O. box. Like I said, I'll have it either on the screen or down in the thing and stuff. Also, I'm part of, like I said, I have my own events page as well as Geek Marriages, and I've been trying to get the business up started because here's the thing, I can't do this unless I have business. I can't get I'm licensed under Geek Marriages, but guys, look, I DJ, I do things, I do kids parties, everything. You saw on my other video what I do for Halloween. I mean, I do decorations. I'm very good at it, and I could do it, and stuff, but it's so hard because no one sees my work. And this last year we were hoping that the Riverdale Press was going to see it. This year I want to do something really cool, but I have to get into the bedroom to get the rest of the Halloween stuff. Like you see one of the props behind me and stuff and everything. And I'm looking for like a thing. I have an idea what I want to do this year. But it's getting harder and harder to come up with ideas because no one gets to see them. And I don't want to repeat ideas. I love doing things for the kids. I love paying back because someone took a chance on me when I was younger, when I was a child, and taught me that people do care. That's why I haven't gone bitter on things. That's why they taught me about not being jealous, not hating people, and not envying people. So that's the thing. So technically, as a birthday present for myself and for children who can't go trick or treating or anything like that, I do this every year. And like I said, I get stopped every year. This year I thought it was different and I would have someone to celebrate it with me. But alas, like any other person that comes into my life, they prejudge me. They let their friends dictate what they want and don't stick around. And they break promises. So yeah, I'm a little upset with that and everything. But once again, I do know who my other friends are that do have my back and everything and do want to do something with me, but time schedules make it hard for them. That's the difference. That's how I know who my real friends are and who people are that used me for their own selfish needs, as well as to humor other people, not realizing that I probably would have been the one that actually would have taken care of them and been the one, you know? But easy come, easy go. Like I said on my Facebook video last night, someone said they wanted to ask me out, but they said that they can't because they could feel I was in love with somebody. And for me growing up, not knowing what love is and being an empath, I don't know. If someone does love me, or they have a funny way of showing it because they threw me away. But who knows? Because sometimes I can still feel their heart. But I don't know. They don't believe in that stuff because people made them close-minded, and that's why I lost out. And I don't care because my door is open. All the person has to do is tell the truth. Like all my other exes, once they tell the truth, everything goes away. And right now, I just want to talk about like how we had the situation today, which I did. I want to talk about Halloween coming up and my birthday. That if anyone wants to help out the kids, like I said, you can send it to the P.O. Box. If anyone needs to be, I'm an ordained minister. I can marry you in the 5 boroughs. And we just got to check the other counties, like in Westchester or anything. If I have to pay a fee, don't worry about it. We'll pay the fee and get you guys married. I mean, check out my pages and everything on Facebook. Also, wanted to give you a little backstory on me. I actually am going to be 40, and this is acne, by the way, because I was out in the sun and everything else and all that. I'm a jack of all trades. I crochet. I basically just get to know me, and you'll find out there's a lot of cool things I do. And that's the thing. And and I fell, so yeah. They said I could take the little metal piece off now. It's just now that it's gotta be rested. So when I'm not doing anything, this is on. Like, well, I'm doing stuff, this is on, and when I'm not doing anything, I take it off the circulation, so it doesn't do anything. But basically, there was a lot of stuff growing up. Like, I really didn't get birthday parties. Like, if I did, there are some pictures. I remember we had some fun, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And it just became nanas and grandmas. That's all we did. No family parties, no nothing. And that's part of my family. All right? I never saw a birthday card after the age of 7 or 8, unless it was Nana and Grandma. I never saw anything else. And you grow up like that, you get used to that, you know? But the sad thing is, every time I try to plan a birthday party, it always goes to hell in a handbag. Everyone breaks promises to me. That's why I give back to the kids on Halloween. That's sort of like my own version of a birthday party. And the children get invited, and I'd love to see their smiles. If I can make one child smile who has it as bad as I did, that's a start, because then they can see that there is hope. And that's what I thought I had with a lot of people in my life, hope. And I didn't, because I let them do it to me again. And the same thing, it's like things can be fixed, things can be mended. I have this thing where it's like everyone says, oh, if you burn a bridge, you never can rebuild it. No. The reason bridges burn or get destroyed or anything is because of misunderstandings and people not wanting to work at it. People just wanting to cut ties so fast because they know they're wrong. A bridge burned means, if you want to fix it because you finally figured out that you were the one at fault. See, you can hear the helicopters right now. That's why Shadow's at the window. See him? He's going nuts. Look. He's looking at the helicopters. He's loving them. You can build the bridge back to someone if you really care about them, if you know you finally realize what you have done was wrong and everything. And I always say, hop in a boat or dig a tunnel. There are ways, because you can bring the materials to fix it. And the materials are words like, I'm sorry. See? Words like, I know I lied and I will fix it. But honestly, I will fix it, meaning really fix it. Or I'm going to make sure that people understand that it's not you, that it really was my fault, or etc. Things like that. And those rebuild bridges. How strong the rebuilding process is, it depends on the person who burnt the bridge. Now, people say, like with me, I burnt the bridge this time. No, I didn't. I actually destroyed the bridge because it was starting to crumble and needed to be fixed. And people looked at me strange about that one. And I'll give you a good example of how I deal with people and everything, and why I celebrate Halloween as my birthday and everything else. Okay? I had a best friend who passed away of an asthma medication overdose by a hospital when I was little. At the same time, my grandfather passed away. So from age 7 on, I was very not trusting of people because no one really would build a bridge back to me to try to make me understand it wasn't. No, now I gotta stop. I can't talk. Okay. So let's get past that point. So it does affect. I learned how to cope with it. It's still sad. That's why I'm saying it's still sad because those were two important people in my life. Okay. But then the family started to build a bridge again. But it was still shaky. It was still whatever. And it didn't help what things were going on with my mom. So a lot of bridges I had with people had to be burned, destroyed, everything. The few that remained kept fortifying their bridge and stopped making it shaky, to the point where I have friends for over 14 years now and everything that know me and say they're tired of people misjudging me and prejudging me because they've never met me or they hear rumors and stories. Especially like when I was dealing with Elihu and other situations with my ex and his friends and all this other stuff and everything that was going on. People like to destroy bridges because they don't want to hear the truth, or they don't want to hide the truth when it's something serious. Okay? People like to use me and everything. When I make friends, the bridge is being built. Now, the foundation will tell me if you are going to be my friend for over 14 years, or if you are going to basically take one step on the bridge and it collapses underneath you. That's why I give you enough rope to hang yourself, because it depends on how you use that rope. Will you put it around your neck? Will you put it around your waist? Or will you use it so I can pull you back up? Do you see what I mean? I'm metaphoric here. And if people don't get it, look it up. And look up the word, because trust me, there's a lot of people. There's also a lot of people that condone violence, condone all this other stuff, because they feel that's the only way to make themselves happy. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in bullying. I don't believe anything. So where am I going with this? And why it has to relate to how I celebrate Halloween and everything? Well, ever since I was little, I've been bullied. To the point where I was beaten up, to the point where I was bullied by my family because they told me I'm worthless and no good. I don't know what I'm talking about, that normal people don't do anything, that everything I enjoy is what babies like. That I have to be like them, like the Borg. Basically, I have to be one with them. I can't have my own identity. So what would that make you do, right? I am very creative and talented, to the point where people get jealous. And this is where I don't understand jealousy, because go to school and learn how to draw. Go to school and learn how to design. It comes naturally to me because when I was growing up, I was not allowed out. So I read and watched a lot of shows and created my own concepts. I crochet based on a way because I can't read patterns due to my dyslexia. And I learned how to crochet from people who used to babysit me when my mother would let them babysit me before she went and said everybody was out to hurt me. Okay? So I create my own patterns and everything, because when you're sheltered and stuck indoors and not allowed out to hang out with your friends, and you have to wait on your mom hand and foot and take care of everything in the house, you got to do something to keep your mind straight. Okay? So that was one thing. So why this with Halloween? Because every birthday that I did get to go do something was always on Halloween. And it was fun. I got to be somebody else. I didn't have to be the child that was home abused. I got to be a fairy princess, a unicorn, a superhero, a ninja. I got to be a ballerina. I got to be a pony, stuff like that. Everything I got to be, without being yelled at and told it was wrong. So when I started to get into this apartment after I was kicked out of the apartment across the hall by my mother, I found that First year I started, I decorated my door. Everyone loved what I did and everything. Then I started doing the wall. Then I started branching out over these past, this will be 11, was it 11 years now? Yeah, 11 years. 11 years now. And it's gotten bigger and cooler and everything. Because I want to give back. Because I had that one gleam of hope by people that did raise me. Not my parents, but people who did raise me. And I want to see a child smile. Because I didn't have many smiling days. So, this is why I'm also saying this right now. This year was supposed to be different. I thought I finally got somebody back. I finally got my best friend back, who wanted me in his life, who wanted me more than a friend, who wanted to grow with me, learn with me, get to know me, you know? And what happened? His friends manipulated the situation once again. Because 3 years ago, a bridge was built. That's right. After me having been hurt by all exes and having a serious loss in my life. Okay? I could have said no and hit the delete button. Because I didn't want to be hurt anymore by people. Sorry, guys. I thought I was strong enough to do this. Okay? I didn't want to be hurt anymore by people. Yep, it's true. But I took a chance because if I keep hiding and keep holding back myself, I'm never going to move forward. And the idea of me getting out of that house and out of the abuse was to move forward. Okay? Because from age 29, I was stuck in that house. Not allowed out until that day I got out, right before my 30th birthday, when everything went on fast forward. Okay? So we're here basically in 2000, I'm going to tell you right now, 2013, January 9th. I could have said yes or no, but I said yes. And got to talk with a wonderful person who later, 4 months down the line, told me their past came back to haunt them. And I immediately hung up the phone because I said no more. Who called me back and asked me to take them back. That they want to work at everything. That because their past came back to haunt them, that could we be friends? Because he said I sounded like I needed someone in my life right now. The way he needed someone in his life. That was his exact words to me on the phone. Hung up the phone again on him. Because I didn't believe it. Because someone else had told me that same line about a year and a half before that. One of my exes. See what I mean? He called back again. Saying, no, I'm serious. Hung up the phone again on him. See? Tell you the truth. Finally, after the third phone call, because he had called my house and my cell, I said, okay, fine. But you can't break any promises to me. He promised he wouldn't. Who knew that was going to be the first broken promise? Because a few months after that, that would